So we're in ManyChat now, and before we dive into the features here on the left, let me show you an important magical button, guys, that can solve many issues. So it's actually located here on Settings tab, under Settings tabs, and it's this button, guys, the Refresh Permissions, Refresh Facebook Permissions. What does it mean? It means that for different reasons, unexpected things can happen while using ManyChat and integrating Facebook and everything. In case you run into problems, before going to the support of ManyChat, simply click on Refresh Permissions, and this will solve many of the issues, guys. And now let's continue to the dashboard. So the dashboard tab, guys, let's see what it's all about. And we have the page name here. Underneath comes the page description, and here's a short link to your bot. Once people click on it, they get inside your bot. Some little advice from ManyChat here. You can either say if you're interested in reading this or you already know it. We have like 2 of these here. And then an interesting thing, guys, the bot stats. So we have 11 active subscribers for this period of, let's say, the last 7 days. Right, you apply and you're gonna see the subscribers for, well, this one basically for 1 day. So there are 11 active subscribers. We have net subscribers, which is subscribers minus unsubscribers. And since nobody unsubscribed, the net subscriber is 11. And here you can see subscribers and unsubscribers as well for the given time period. And eventually you can get some inspiration for your bot. So ManyChat gives you some different blog posts or free courses which you can read to further understand ManyChat. And now let's continue to the audience tab. The audience tab, guys. Let's go through it and see what it's all about. Now we have all the subscribers of the bot here. We have all of them. We can do different actions to many of them, to some of them. We can group them by different people, and let's see what it's all about. So let's click on myself as a subscriber. And we have my full name here. We have my status as subscriber. We can also unsubscribe this user. Now, it's a male, speaking English. The local time, well, my place is 3:01 right now, and that's my special ManyChat ID. I can also start a chat with myself and interact with the subscriber. Now, let's go to the right side. We have the user tags, and we have, for example, the user tag email left. Now, what would that mean, guys? At any point, when a person leaves his email while interacting with the bot, he's gonna get a tag. He's gonna get tagged by email left. And why? Because we won't have to ask him for an email again, and in this way the bot knows it. You can also create a different tag. Let's say, oh, I have an example here, American. What does it mean? That means that this user is American, and that's his tag. You can be really creative with this. Next is subscribe to sequences. And what does it mean? A sequence, guys, is a series of events that leads to a final result, so to say. So if our result is to get an email from a person, we have to subscribe him to a sequence that asks for an email. So for example, we can have called this sequence email sequence. I click on this and he gets a series of messages that eventually, okay, our big goal is to get the email from him. Now, the next one is opted in through. That means where this user came to our ManyChat. And I came through growth tool number 5, which is a part of the Widgets tab that we're going to speak about later on. But generally know that this is the source of the subscriber, where he came from. Now, the next thing is, guys, is custom fields here. And let's show them. We have one set as an example, the email. This is going to be the, so to say, the database of all of our emails. So once I leave an email, the bot will actually do that automatically, but it will sign in my email into this tab, into this custom field. And then by the custom field, I can get all the people's emails. You can also click here and we can see it. We have the user field email. It comes by text, and the description, people who left emails in my bot. That's the user field. There are also many other settings here, and we're going to go through the necessary later on. But now let me show you an example. So I create a user field. Let's call this user field. We have the emails. What else do we get? Let's say order ID. Order ID and people who left an order ID. So to say, let's say they leave order IDs from Amazon, and all the order IDs, guys, are going to be stored here in this database of order IDs. Many other things here, but we'll go through them later on in our program. Now we've finished with this. Let's see the audience filter tab. Okay, we can filter our audience. What does it mean? It makes it easier for us to search for different people, to do different actions. So we click on filter and we click on condition. So we can check by tags. So tag is email left. Remember, I left an email and here I am. Here's the tag. It makes it really easy, guys. Let's try again. Now we have all the people. Let's try searching. Do you remember me, Vova? So I search for Vova. And there he is, Vova. And again, I can start interacting with him. There are other things as well you can go through, so to say, find people by gender, by language, by their time zones. You know, you're gonna grow big ManyChats, guys, and you're gonna have different subscribers, and that's how you tag them, guys. Now, let's remove my name from here, and we can now see the bulk actions tab, guys. Now, what does it mean? What is a bulk action? We can do something that influences many people at once. So we wanna add a tag, so maybe today is Valentine's Day, so that Valentine's gift. We want to tag all the people with Valentine's gift, for example, and we're gonna, so to say, interact with them accordingly to this. So now we have the same things pretty much on the right here. So we have the tags, guys. You see, you can click the people, let's say, remember, email left, that's me. The Valentine's people, all of us, okay, happy Valentine's, happy past Valentine's. Widgets, guys, where the people came from, the growth tool, you see we all came from one place, and later on really soon, guys. And again, the sequences, the series of events, guys. You remember the series of events that led to, me to live in my email is coming from the sequences tab. So guys, that's about it about the audience. Let's continue to the live chat now. The live chat tab. Let's see what it's all about and why is it good for us. So guys, here we house all the subscribers we have, but not just the subscribers, and more accurately, the conversations with them. So it's showing as one open conversation here with me, but we also have all the closed conversations from the past. We can even select it by the oldest conversation or the most recent one. But here's my open conversation. What is the difference between an open and a closed conversation? And in order to explain you this, I'm gonna give you an example from the Review Harvester, our system that we're going to use for the reviews. And if you remember right, in the previous slides, we mentioned that we're going to give the money back to the person after they purchased our product. And at some point, we're going to have to confirm with them. They're going to get a message from the bot saying, "Hello, Mr. Vova, have you received your funds?" And then the person clicks no, because maybe there was a problem with the paying system. And I'm going to get a notification, guys, as an admin, that somebody had a problem with his payment, and the conversation is going to appear as opened, and I'm going to get a notification to my mobile as well. I'm going to show you how it's done in the next parts of the course, but this is how it's done. And then I'm going to show up here and I'm going to solve the problem of the person. Okay, and how do I do that? I go to this tab and I have all the information about the person, how he started the conversation with us, what did he say, what did he click, which tags were added. You see they clicked yes here on this ManyChat question, and I got a tag added, clicked yes. And we have subscribed the sequences and everything is showing up here. In the third part of this page, so to say, we have the data about the subscriber that we saw before, male, English, the time, the specific ID, and here's the automation tab. Now what's interesting about this one, guys, is once I start a conversation with a subscriber, so I'm trying to solve the problem, there's going to appear an automatic timer in the second that I, so to say, send a message, or in the second that I click here, plus 30 minutes. And in this time, the bot is not going to be active. So all the sequences that should have worked, all the automated messages are going to be canceled, because I'm now solving the problem with the customer, so to say, one-on-one. I don't need no interruptions. Well, we have the tags here, guys, the sequences, pretty much everything that we have discussed before. They opted in, you remember the widget, how he came to our list, so to say, his email that we gotten from the slides before, and here's a little window to chat with the person. We can send, smileys, we can send pictures, files, and there's a little note. If there's something about this specific customer, we can add it as a note, guys. So that's pretty much all the stuff about the live chat tab, guys. And let's now go to the growth tools section. Growth tools. Use these to grow your ManyChat subscriber amounts. And guys, these are widgets. You can use widgets to drive customers into your ManyChat, into your bot. Let me show you an example, and we can click on a new growth tool here. And we're going to see a few different widgets. For example, they are the overlay widgets that go into your website. So there's like a bar that will appear on top of the website. Let's see it now. You see that's the bar. It's going to appear on your website. Here you can play with the colors, with the headline, whatever you want, guys. This is used to, connect customers to your ManyChat. There's the slide-in window. There's the model window that's going to appear over your page, page takeover, and these are different overlay widgets. They're embeddable widgets. Let's say a button like this one. And it simply appears on your website again. People read something, and then you can say like opt-in now, okay? And they click on send to messenger, and they become part of your bot now. There's box and button. Now there are other growth tools as well, guys. For example, there's a landing page that ManyChat provides you with there's the messenger ref URL, which is a URL that you send to people and they can opt in with your bot. Let's check it out now, guys. All right, so basically what's gonna happen is once a person opted in, he's gonna get a flow of messages here. And let me show you an example. So here is the opt-in message. We can click on replace, so to say replace this message. And I'm gonna show you the test flow that we saw before with me. Remember this one? So you'll select this flow as the chain of messages that's gonna follow. And then we can click on next. And if people get this URL from you, they're gonna go through this funnel that we showed before. And awesome, guys. So let's go see other widgets. Let's see what else works. So we can click on new growth tool here. And we saw the landing page and there's the messenger ref URL. There's also the Facebook ads JSON, which is gonna connect your Facebook to your ManyChat, so to say, integrate them together, which is really cool. We're gonna use it in some parts of the review harvester. There's the Facebook comments, guys. It's really nice. So to say, if you make a post and somebody comments on your post, he's gonna get a message from the bot. There's the Facebook Messenger code, which is sort of like a QR code, but just for the Messenger bot, which is really cool, guys. I'm gonna show it to you in the course as well. There's also the customer chat, which is embedded Facebook customer chat on your website. You can use that for your website as well. And there's a little checkbox to subscribe people to your bot as well. And now let's go see the statistics of these widgets, how they performed. So here are widgets, right, guys? And we have the growth tool number 5, which was the messenger ref URL I showed you before. Now, it has impressions for this widget, opt-ins and conversion. These are different statistics, and this specific one got 13 opt-ins. And there's the open-in message, so there's a conversion rate for open messages and the clicked. So 100% of people, guys, these 13 people, they all opened our message, but only 85% clicked on the button that was there. And also we have these sort of settings tab, and we can, so to say, unpublish our widget. Now it's not active. And we can publish it. Now this widget is 100% active. And these are a few widgets we have. Now let's continue to the ads section of the growth tools. And the ads section of the growth tools, guys, it's pretty cool because you can use ManyChat to create your Facebook ads, and you won't need the Facebook Business Manager for that. You can do it simply through ManyChat, which is really cool, guys. You should definitely look into that. But for now, let's continue to the broadcasting tab. The broadcasting tab, you can contact all of your subscribers at once, guys. It's something like an email blast on email. So to say, if you have an email list of 5,000 people and you want to send some content to them, some valuable content, and you schedule a post in the email. That's the same thing for the ManyChat. So to say, if you have 5,000 people on our ManyChat and we want to message each of them with the same message or a flow of messages, like you can see here, broadcast from flow, we can do that. So let me show you an example of a little broadcast, how I make it. Right, so by clicking on the broadcast, we have the first message of the broadcast. Let's write something down. Let's say, here's your free ebook. Say, click on the button to get it. I'm giving away a free ebook, let's say. So I can add a button and we can open a website. Let's say this one is hosted on some website. And let's say it's gonna be called ebook.com/free. And we can name the button free book. Maybe add some smiley here or some free book. Okay, so here's the message, here's the button, and each time a person clicks on this, he's gonna get his link to the ebook. And you should, guys, send valuable content. Broadcasting is really good for valuable content because you mass message people, you might get some unsubscribes, you don't want that, so please send valuable content. So let's continue with this message. Now, before we send it out, let's see how it goes, which kind of message type it is, for example. So what's the message type? We have the subscription broadcast. So we're gonna send the messages, you remember, to 5,000 people, for example. Now, we cannot use any promotional materials or, so to say, ads, but we can send value. So we can send an ebook, we can send some news, and this is for the subscribers that have interacted with us in the past. Now, there's the promotional broadcast. Promotional broadcast messages can contain ads and promotional materials, but can only be sent to subscribers who were active in the past 24 hours. Guys, so you gotta understand that once you contact someone and you wanna make, so to say, send them promotional content, promotional materials, you can only do that up to 24 hours. In these 24 hours, you should aim to do that. That's a promotional broadcast. So use promotional stuff in the first 24 hours. But here's a little tip, guys. If you send a subscription broadcast, let's say an ebook, it still might lead to promotional content. But it should start from a subscription, no content, just an ebook. Or in the 21st hours, in the first 24 hours, you can send pretty much any promotional stuff you want. Now, there's the follow-up broadcast, and that's an interesting one. That's a good insight here, guys. After the end of the 24 hours window, you have the ability to send one follow-up messages to these recipients, to your people. After that, you won't be able to send them ads or promotional messages until they interact with you again. So let's say a person bought something. So they bought something through our ManyChat. We have an option to follow him up after 24 hours. You remember, because we had 24 hours to contact him with promotional stuff, but now we can follow up after these 24 hours have passed with one message, guys. So let's say if he brought kitchen knife from us, we're gonna follow up and see and say, hey David, so how's your kitchen knife? So have you gotten to ordering our kitchen knife? And we're gonna have an interaction with him. And after this, if he interacts, we can send him promotional messages again. And that's called the 24+1 rule, guys, on Facebook. So you have 24 hours to send promotional contact, plus 1 hour, we can send, so to say, a follow-up message. Now, who gets those messages? So we have a condition. What is a condition? Who gets it? By full name, by gender, by his location. Let's choose by tag, right? We have tagged people, remember? And we have the tag email left. Remember, I tagged myself with the tag email left. So this promotional message, which let's say is going to be a subscription broadcast, because that's a valuable ebook, is going to send to the people who are tagged email left, which was me, one person. Now, you can schedule it. You can send it either now, just like right now once you click this button, or you can schedule it for later. So today is the 31st of March, guys. Happy spring, everyone. And tomorrow is the Fool's Day, right? So, all right, let's do it tomorrow in 8 a.m., right, April Fools. And we're gonna send it at the same time, so to say the same time of the customer that has his local time, and a notification settings, how he's gonna get the message. And that's an interesting one, guys, because, you know, we all have our messengers, so with bots are gonna promote stuff to us. And let's see how it works. There's the regular push, so to say, notification. So a regular push notification, make a sound and display a phone notification. Use it for important messages. So with the regular push, a person is gonna definitely, or like a higher percentage, to see that we're giving him content, we're sending him something. He's gonna hear a sound and see a message on his phone. So that's like a double way to get him. And we should use it for important messages, guys, okay? Because people, they don't wanna waste their time, and we don't wanna waste their time. So there's only one regular notification option. So this will trigger only one regular notification, the first message in the broadcast, right? And the rest will be in silent mode. So let's say you have a flow of messages. Message number one, person gets with a notification sound, then with a bell and stuff like that. And the second one is just gonna come silent to his screen. So to say, that's a less pushy way. There's the two regular notification. That's a bit more pushy. He's gonna get twice the notification, and this will obviously make him click more. But depends on your marketing, depends on your goal. You're gonna use different pushes. There's the silent push, which is gonna display a notification on the display, but is gonna be silent without sounds. And there's the silent, which is like completely silent. Like he's not gonna get any display notifications and no sounds. That's it about the broadcasts, guys. And we can schedule the message now. We can schedule the message to this one user, which is me. And broadcast was scheduled. Let's go to broadcasts. And we have some data here. Okay, drafts are like broadcasts that were used for, history as well. And scheduled, guys, is the one that is supposed to come in 8 a.m. on April the 1st. I'm gonna get it here with my local time in Thailand right now. But if I were to be in the States, then it would be 8 a.m. on April 1st in my local time in the States. And history and drafts, like what we have used in the past, and the drafts that are not finished. Now, let's see the next section of the broadcasting, which is autoposting. Now, autoposting is a really cool feature here, guys. We can add a channel to your ManyChat. So each time you get something on your channel, let's say you have a YouTube and you get a video, it'll be transferred as a message to all of your subscribers, okay? But don't get too over spammy here. Let me show you how it looks. You click this button, and you have different channels. So to say, you can have a YouTube video here. Let's say each time you get a YouTube video out, all of your subscribers are gonna get it as a notification, as a broadcasting message. RSS is for, let's say, websites and blogs. Each time you create a blog post, is gonna be sent to your people. Same for Twitter and same for Facebook, guys. That's a really good tool. Please don't get too over spammy. Just give value, guys. Be really valuable, and that's going to be cool for you and for your customers. And now let's move to the automation tab, guys. Let's see what is that all about. So the automation tab, guys, it will save you a lot of time and it will make the bot easier for your people, for the subscribers of your bot. Now, what does it mean? There are different types of automation. There's the main menu, like the main menu on a mobile device. And what is it all about? Once a person interacts with your page, with Vova Evan for example, he's going to have a menu down here, automated menu of things he can do and choose to do. So let's create, and top level of the menu is limited to 3 items max. Submenus are limited to 5. Now this is a top level menu. Let's create one. This one here, menu item. And let's create another one. So let's say one is going to be get my free ebook, and that's number 1. The second one is going to be, for example, unsubscribe me. And once a person interacts with your page, this one is going to appear at all times. He's going to have the option get my free ebook and unsubscribe. Now, once he clicks on get my free ebook, he can get and open a submenu. When pressed, what happens? Open a submenu, which is going to be another menu after he presses. So he pressed get my free ebook. The next one is going to be awesome. Here it is. And this one can lead to, or click here to get it. Click here to get it. And the next one is going to be, what is it about? So that's going to be, for the click here to get it, we're going to, when pressed, open a website, for example, and we're going to type in the website where the book is staying. And the next one is going to be, what is it about? So we can therefore reply with the message and create a new message saying it is about reviews on Amazon. And that's really nice. And the other option here is unsubscribe. So for example, let's go see it. So a person opens it up and he has the message, get my free ebook. He clicks on this, click to get it here, or what is it about? And obviously this one will lead him to a website. This one is gonna reply with a message and say what is it all about. And the other one is unsubscribe. We can, for example, add an action. An action can unsubscribe from bot, for example. You see, he clicks on this, and once you see the bot here is sad, we don't want people unsubscribing from us. But we sometimes give them this option because, well, we don't want to be too overspam. And if a person clicks unsubscribe me, he's going to get unsubscribed from the bot. And that's pretty much everything about the main menu. Also, you can enable it here. Okay, so if you click here, it's going to be enabled now and working. So if you interact with the page right now, you're going to see get my free ebook or unsubscribe me on the page. And that's the first automation. That's the main menu, guys. Now let's go to the default reply one. The default reply section of the automation tools allows you to send a default reply whenever a person types in something that the bot cannot recognize. So for example, for my page, okay, Vova, somebody's going to ask something like, Vova, what is the price of your course? For some reason, my bot could not understand these keywords. The person did not click on a button or anything, and this triggered the default reply. Because the bot did not recognize, it triggered the default reply, which says, Vova typically replies in 1 day. If you want to ask something, just press the talk to human button. And the person, if he wants, he clicks on talk to human, which triggers this action and opens a conversation with him here. Remember guys, in the live chat, and now I will see this conversation as open, and the person is going to get this message. Okay, just type your message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I will therefore see it, I will open it, and I will help this person with answering their questions. Now, you gotta enable this default reply by clicking here, and now it's enabled and fires. Fires means replied to the person once per 24 hours. So if a person typed in something and our bot did not recognize, he will get this message here, but if he types again, he'll get no message. So that's once per 24 hours. And if it fires every time, each time a person types in something we cannot recognize, the bot will answer with this. And this really helps you with maintaining good reply ratio on your page. And guys, maybe you're finding it a bit hard to understand now, but look, we're gonna go through all of this, through the action, through the flows, in the flow section, which is coming really soon, guys, so stay tuned. And now let's go to the welcome message of the automation tool. So let's continue and see what's there. The welcome message of the automation allows you to set up a message to those who interact with your page through this button. Let me show you the button, guys. Through the send message button. And once a person clicks on send message, he's gonna get this little welcome message. Hello, great people. I'm glad to have you here today. Welcome to my page. Click the shiny buttons below to see what's going on here. So the person can click like, who are you? I'm Vova. I'm sell stuff on Amazon. What's up? What do you do? I teach people how to harvest reviews on Amazon. Okay, that's going to be the welcome message again, guys, to those who interact with your page through this button. And that's a pretty important button because many people will use this. You see it's big, it's shiny here, send message. And once they click on this, they will get this message, and therefore you can play with your bot and take them wherever you need. And now let's continue to the keywords part of the automation. The keyword section of automation, guys, is quite powerful. And why? Because it allows you to set automatic messages to be sent to people who mention specific keywords. So for example, if somebody types in start or unsubscribe, he's gonna get a reply from us, which is gonna send him this one, subscribe to bot. And subscribe to bot is actually this message. You have successfully subscribed to page name. The next post is coming soon. Stay tuned. PS, if you want to unsubscribe, please just type stop. So he messaged us and said start. He got this message. And also an additional action happened. Let's see what was the action. And the action is subscribe to bot. So he types in start, gets this really nice welcome message, and we subscribe him to our bot. For a message that contains stop or unsubscribe, it's pretty much vice versa. So they type in stop. So we're going to send them a message that unsubscribes them, that speaks about their unsubscription, and then additional action, which actually unsubscribes them from our bot. Let me show you an example by creating a little keyword here. Okay, let's say YouTube. The keyword is going to be YouTube. Let's create it, guys. And let's see what's going on here. So message is YouTube. That means only when a person types in YouTube, when this is the keyword as a whole, when he types YouTube, okay, not hello YouTube, hello, do you have YouTube? Only when, it's really strict, guys. Only when they type YouTube, you're going to create a reply. Let's say a message. So he gets this message. And on the bottom, I'm going to say Vova's YouTube. And it's going to open a website. Let's say youtube.com/c/VovaEvan. And we're going to say done. So what's happened here is it's going to open, when this button is pressed, it's going to open website. This is the website address. We're going to click on done and publish. So what happened here? Whenever somebody types in YouTube, okay, only this phrase, YouTube, he's going to get a message that is going to show him a link to my YouTube. And also let's add an action. Let's tag him as somebody likes YouTube, for example. And now this likes YouTube, new tag. And that's the action that's going to happen. If somebody types in YouTube, he's going to get a message showing him our YouTube. And also a tag. He's going to get a tag, likes YouTube. Okay, and there are many different actions you can choose, like remove tags, you can notify admins, so you get a message, subscribe to sequence, of many different options, guys. Now, one more important thing I want to tell you here is there's a message is option, and there are also others. Message contains whole world, message begins with, and message is thumbs up. So again, message is only if a person types in YouTube, he's going to get our automated message. Now, if a message contains YouTube, okay, that means message contains, that means, for example, if a person types in, I love your YouTube, okay, like this, and since the keyword is still YouTube, the bot is going to actually send him the message because it contains in any way the keyword YouTube. And that's interesting, guys, because you got to be really careful with this. And let me show you one more trick how to make it even more strict and good. You can do message contains whole world. So only when a person types in, I love your YouTube, he is gonna, so to say, get this message triggered. But if he's gonna type in, I love your YouTube, like in the previous example, he's not gonna get the message because it's strict only to the word YouTube. But in a sentence, okay? If in among of many words, there's gonna appear YouTube, it's gonna work. Now, message begins with. If a message begins with, let's do something else. Let's do message begins with how to. Let's say a person asks how to get your course. And I can trigger a message that's gonna say, oh, you wanted to know how to get our course or how to navigate to our YouTube. Okay, this also can, so to say, trigger a few messages whenever the message begins with. You can also do a message begins with, I don't know, YouTube course. Okay, whenever somebody types in YouTube course in the beginning, then they're gonna get a specific message. Notice the message is thumbs up. That's so simple. Whenever a person just, sends the thumbs up to you, a message is gonna, go to him and he's gonna get an additional tag. So these are the 5 types of message is, contains, sort of different types of messages to send. And that's the keywords tab. Yeah, guys. And let's continue now to the sequences type of the automation. Here we're going to create a sequence. So what is a sequence? A sequence is a feature that allows you to subscribe users from your audience to to the chain of messages that can be separated by delays or different length. So let me give you an example. I've created a little sequence that's called ebook, okay, free ebook, and the idea of the sequence is to get a free ebook to the person by a series of messages. Let me show you how it looks from the inside. And look, this sequence consists of two flows of messages. One is sent immediately after the person gets subscribed to the sequence, and the other one comes a day after. So let's see what they get immediately. Let's see what's inside of this flow of messages. And it goes like this. Hey friend, I have a freebie for you. Want to get it now? Click on the button below. No strings attached. And the person's like, whoa, what is it? So he can click on what is it, provoke some curiosity. And then he gets the second message of this flow. It's my latest ebook, Convert 'em. It contains all the latest techniques for improving your conversion rates on Amazon. Get it now by clicking on the button below. And they can click on this button, and you can see the URL here, and they're going to go to freebie.com to get my freebie, get my ebook. Now, that's the first flow. Second flow comes after a day. Okay, the second flow of the sequence comes after a day, and it's called ebook check. The idea behind it is to check whether the subscriber liked this book or not. So let's get inside. And it goes like this. Hey friend, did you like the ebook I've sent you? P.S. If you haven't seen it, please check my previous message. And there are two options. Either yes, it's great, and then we're gonna wish the subscriber an awesome day and say thank you. Or they can click no, sucks. Okay, they didn't like this one. So in this case, we're gonna mark this conversation as open here in the live chat and notify an admin and automatically send this message. Oh, I see. Could you please let me know why it sucks? I'll be happy to hear your opinion. It really matters to me. And after this, we can maybe expect a message from this person, or we can follow up again and try to get to the bottom of this thing. So here are the statistics behind the flows in your sequence. So this is the amount of times this flow was sent. This is the amount of clicks that the button in the first message received. And therefore, there's the open rate and the CTR, the click-through. Now, these are all the sequences you have. So you have this free ebook sequence that I've just showed you, and there's another one, the example sequence, consists of 4 messages, 4 flows of messages, as you see here, and ours contains of only 2. There's again the open rate, the CTR, and here's the amount of subscribers, like how many people are subscribed to this sequence. And the rules part of automation, the last part of automation, guys. And the idea here is very simple, as ManyChat states. When some event happens for a specific subscriber, the bot is going to perform an action. And that's a rule. Let's see how it looks from inside, and let's even create a rule. So when this happens, when this specific trigger happens, the bot is going to perform the next action. So let's see an example. When this happens, we can choose maybe tags being applied, people being subscribed or unsubscribed to sequences, new subscribers appearing. That's going to be our trigger. So for example, let's choose the trigger tag applied. Okay, so whenever tag email left, let's choose the email left. So whenever a person leaves us an email, he gets a tag applied to him that says email left. The bot is going to therefore perform an action. And let's choose an action for the bot to perform. And there are again many actions. You can add, remove tags, mark conversations as open or done, start flows, subscribe or unsubscribe to the bot. Very interesting, guys. We're gonna go through all of that stuff in the flow section. Gonna be really meaty and interesting, guys. But for now, let's choose an action. Let's say subscribe to sequence. So whenever a person leaves an email, he gets the tag email left, and it's gonna trigger this action. So it's gonna send the sequence free ebook. It's gonna subscribe this person to this sequence. So he leaves us his email, and we send him the ebook, which is pretty fair, right? Now, it can be even enhanced furthermore. So if you click on condition here, under this trigger, under trigger email left, you can have condition. So let's say the condition is going to be a gender. So what does that mean? If a person is male and has his email left, he's going to get the sequence free ebook. You can play with it. You can add extra triggers. You can add extra conditions. It's endless, guys. Endless opportunities and ideas. Just you got to remember that whenever this happens, this will occur. And same with the action. We can subscribe to sequence, and at the same time we can notify admins. Send a message to the admin, to his messenger, that's going to show that free ebook was sent to the person. And that's a rule, guys. We can give a name to this rule as well. Let's call it email ebook. We can save this rule, therefore. And in order to activate it, guys, don't forget to actually activate it here. Press on active, and this one is gonna make the rule active. And now whenever this stuff is gonna happen in your bot, this stuff is gonna occur, is gonna take action, so to say. The bot is gonna take action. And that's the rules part of automation. So now let's recap the ManyChat tabs we just went through. Request permissions, the magical button in the Settings tab. Use it before contacting the support and it works wonders and fixes many known issues. Dashboard. Check out your subscriber count by date. In the dashboard you can see the total amount of people who subscribed or unsubscribed from your bot. Audience, the place to see all the information about your subscribers. Here we have the names, locations, tags, sequences, widgets that specific users have. Live chat. Here you interact with your audience. You can see open conversations, closed conversations, and all the conversation history. Very easy to use and interact with the audience. Growth tools. These tools help you convert visitors into subscribers. There are all kinds of widgets for your website and even for Facebook ads. The idea is to have the users interact with our bot through widgets and become subscribers. Broadcasting, mass messages that reach all of your clients. That's when you reach out all of your audience or part of your audience by sending them all a message. The tool is very powerful and also falls under some strict anti-spam rules, such as the 24+1 rule, when you have 24 hours to interact with the client and use promotional content after they interacted with your bot. For example, sending coupons or offering paid services. Outside the 24 hours, you have one extra message to follow up the customer, which can be promotional. And generally, to contact previous subscribers outside of the 24-hour window, you have to use a subscription broadcast, which has no promotional content at all. Here's a link about 24+1 rule. Please read it, guys. Automation. Automate processes in the bot, save time and efforts. Have an automatic welcome message, let the bot respond to specific keywords the customer uses, create sequences of different messages to help our customers and benefit ourselves. Automation will make your life easier. And now let's move to the flow builder part of the course.